Good blessed August the 15th, 2020 time of the vision, time for change, positive change. Today is Sunday, August the 15th, 2020, y'all. How many of us can say thank God no matter what condition we are in? How many of us can say thank God for allowing us to have a normal state of mind? Normal heartbeat, able to think rationally. I just want to give a message to brothers and sisters while I'm still yet alive. First, let me say to my young OG from Cabrini Green, Josh, rest in peace, Big Josh, and to all of his family, me and my household down here in Southeast Missouri, Charleston, Missouri, we are praying for your family. And I'm asking some of you brothers and sisters up there, keep me updated. You know I try to travel up there to show my moral support to any of our homies or anybody that passed away, no matter what means it may be. Thank God it wasn't black on black crime, I don't believe. But the message I want to give y'all today is because, see, those that know me, you know, I used to be a force not to be reckoned with. When I was off into crime, when I was off into foolishness and ignorance, I did it 100%. Now that God done changed me around, he done turned me around. Look here, he spent me around like I'm spinning this camera around, y'all. He took me off my feet and put me in a 3-row seater Suburban. He took me off my feet of walking and gave me a backup of a Crown Victoria. That Crown Victoria remind me sometime I'd rode in the back of the police car handcuffed so many times. That's what they used to use, them Chevys and them Crown Victorias. Now that my daughter drives, now she got a permit to drive, she said, "Poppy, why are you riding in the back seat?" I said, "I'm so used to it, baby." She said, "You ain't locked up no more, Poppy, you free." Since I'm free, my daughters got the sense, 14 and 15 years old. They know that I'm free physically and I'm free spiritually. You see, so I got a First and a 14th Amendment right to speak peacefully, protest peacefully, freely, peacefully assemble and associate with whomever I please. If I want to sit down with the Ku Klux Klan and tell them, take them sheets off your heads, the hoods off your heads and the sheets off your shoulders. Let's sit and talk and tell me why you hate me so much. When in 1619, I ain't going to go too far with this here, when you brought my forefathers from Africa where we had diamonds, rubies, gold, and you brought us over here by force and built this country up, but yet you hate us. But that ain't what I come to talk about, y'all. And some people classify me as being a racist. Some even said that I'm doing stuff to my daughters. The stuff I'm doing to my daughters is keeping them respectful. The stuff I'm doing to my daughters is learning and teaching them that everybody that said they're a leader, whether they say they're a preacher, bishop, especially we're going to use this individual that call themselves the name Ariel Atkins. I commented yesterday on a good friend of mine from Cabrini Green. I commented on her Facebook post, and I mentioned Ariel Atkins with the foolishness that she telling black folks it's okay to go break into these stores because the stores have insurance. You see, God law don't tell us that's the way we do it. Let me tell you, I was down here in Charleston, Missouri. I've been down there for 24 years. I've been homeless 2 or 3 times. I was homeless twice when I was married. Made my ex-wife rest in peace. My 2 youngest daughters' mother, may she rest in peace. But I I was homeless when I was with her and my 2 young infant daughters. Neither one of them was 2 years old yet. And let me tell you something, I didn't go break into nobody's stores. And I know about the stick up don't make it to be a murder game. I didn't go that way. I didn't steal, I didn't borrow, I didn't beg. You know why? Because I'm among those that God said, the righteous, not the wicked, the righteous, not those who sit on the side, on the middle of the fence, the stragglers on the fence. When things is good, getting good. Oh, yeah, you forget about God when the things get on the other side of the fence when it's getting bad. Oh, Lord, why have you forsaken me? Lord, help me. No, I ain't on that other side. I ain't on the middle of the fence. You see what I'm saying? God said he ain't going to accept you lukewarm. He'd rather for you to be cold or hot. You're lukewarm, he going to spit you out. But let me get back to what I'm saying. I said, God said, the righteous will never. Some of y'all that don't know the definition of never, your actions make me believe that you might not know what that means, especially when you telling people it's okay to go break into other people's stores. You see, you don't tell them it may be a double-barrel shotgun on the other side of that door when you go in. But let me stop there. The righteous will never be forsaken, nor would they seed beg for bread. So why would you tell them, why would you say your rationale of telling them it's okay to break into them people's stores is because people got to eat? You see, when I was homeless, lost my job, I was feeding my wife, 2 kids, and me on a couple of $100 worth of food stamps. You see, while God was preparing me to live a little bit better, God allowed me to let me see who really was my family and friends down here in Southeast Missouri and every place else. But let me tell y'all, God found me a place. We wasn't homeless 24 hours. People was opening their doors. And let me tell you, 90% of them wasn't even family. You see, God sent you on a strange, sent you as a stranger in a foreign soil. See, Missouri was a foreign soil to me. But I done learned to know who is who. You know, when you learn who is who, you will know sometime family, and if the shoe fit wet, family will be some of your worstest enemies. But y'all stop listening to some of them people. You know, one female was saying that, you know, somebody put Ariel's Atkins phone number and address on Facebook. And out of all the comments, she asked me, did I know that? And I said no, and that's something I wouldn't do. But why would you just ask me this? She said, because you mentioned her name. I'm mentioning her name again, and I'll keep on mentioning her name because she's no different than the Ku Klux Klan. The Ku Klux Klan will give our brothers and sisters guns, knives, and drugs long as we killing and selling that mess in our own neighborhood. Hello, somebody. If you ain't got a church to go to, I'm an ambassador of Jesus Christ. Dispatch any place on the face of this earth to tell people that Satan is a liar and the truth ain't in him. Don't believe Ariel and anybody else to tell you that it's okay to go break into somebody's stores because you're hungry. Now, I sympathize when I see a person going in there stealing because they're hungry, because they don't know better. You see, they're saying they don't know that God said the righteous, if you're among the righteous, you don't have to steal. You don't have to borrow. You don't have to beg. God taking care of me because I'm taking care of my 2 young daughters. I'm taking care of my 92-year-old World War II veteran dad. And I'm taking care of some of my family and friends, those that I can't those that I can't help. But this is what I want to tell y'all. Show you how we prayed. A lot of us prayed yesterday that they wouldn't block that Dan Ryan, because the Dan Ryan Expressway in Chicago ain't did a doggone thing to nobody. If you protesting because the police shooting black individuals and killing them, the Dan Ryan ain't got nothing to do with it. I worked on the ambulance. We need that Dan Ryan to go save people's lives, especially black people. The Dan Ryan is right by the dividing line of East and West, State Street. Anywhere on that Dan Ryan, 9 out of 10 times, black folks live and they need our help. Hello, somebody. But let me tell you this here. You seen these preachers, they wanted 2,500 people. They predicted 2,500 people that was going to be with them to march. They didn't even have 200, barely 200. Then the police, they enforced the law. They let them get on that off-ramp and took them right back off. Let them know who was in control. But if you can do that, police, state police, local police, sheriff, in Chicago and Cook County, then enforce it in the black neighborhoods. The way you had it downtown with all them police. Now, you seen them ignorant individuals with them skateboards hitting the police. Now, the police was shouting, did everybody, oh, they shot them. Hit me with a skateboard. I ain't gonna even tell you about that. It's what's known need about be explained. But y'all don't deal with this ignorance, man. 63rd and Loomis Street, you brothers and sisters that stood up against Black Lives Matter, the black and the white individuals that came over there to try to stir up mess in y'all neighborhood, and y'all let them know, we don't need y'all up here. Ariel Atkins and anybody else that feel it's okay to go break into them people's stores, then y'all go break in the stores. Let's go in your neighborhood and tear it up. You see, these brothers and sisters don't even have places to shop now. Their grandmothers got to go way 40 or 50 miles to go get medication. Y'all wake up, black folks. People ask me how did I still get along when people done jumped on me down here. Police ain't did nothing about it. People done called me nigger. People done spit on me. You see, God said it's okay to be angry, but don't sin in your anger. But I encourage any of y'all that done put your hand on me before, don't do it again, because I don't know what I do next. But I want to show y'all something. When people say, how do you make it when your world come down? It's a song said a change is gonna come. Y'all see them geese? All them geese, they living in harmony. This is one of my favorite spots. They living in harmony. Even though some of them don't get along, when some of them is on the other one territory, you know what they do? They flap them wings. You rarely see them attacking each other. But let me tell y'all want to know how I'm getting by? You see what I'm saying? Here's my secret. When I want to cry, I take a look around. Y'all follow that camera. Y'all follow that camera. I take a look around and I see that I'm getting by. I just hold on, y'all. A change is coming no matter what your condition is in. God gonna send somebody to help you, y'all. Listen here, I got this a dedication to 3 individuals. There's plenty of other people, but it's 3 individuals in Chicago. My sister and friend, Arlene Jones, who when the school down here in Charleston, Missouri, the Charleston R1 school district allowed a white bus driver to do something to my child that he shouldn't have did, and with nobody down here in Charleston, Missouri, black or white, law enforcement, judges, teachers, preachers, wouldn't do nothing, Arlene Jones wrote 2 articles. She put a backup article because they got to saying stuff about me, and Arlene Jones brought it right back on her. Then I can't forget my brother, man, and activist friend, Marcus Jones, who has his own television show, Can TV. Everybody has a story. When this mess was going on with me down here, with me and my 2 daughters, he put us on his show not once, but twice. Then I can't forget my brother, man, and friend that we grew up in Cabrini Green, Wayne Frazier. When I couldn't get none of the politicians or nobody else that I did jail time with, prison time with, that I seen in the streets that I used to take up for, they couldn't get them to help me. Wayne Frazier let me come down to his office, introduced me to his boss man. He wasn't ashamed of me. See, some of them gonna be ashamed of Jesus. Let me tell y'all something. I talk a little bit too much, but I want to wake y'all up. I ain't promised to even upload this. But if it upload, I want y'all to think. Use your own mind. Don't go breaking into somebody's house. When I was out in the world, burger would be the last thing I did, because I ain't going to nobody's house and don't know what's on the other side of it. Hello, somebody. I'm going to say this here. Peace be still.